Hello everyone, the Warm-Up channel is with you, and today we will talk about the situation at the front and what changes have occurred over the past day. And let's as always start with the losses that the Russian army suffered over the past day. Russia lost 100 liquidated personnel, 6 tanks, 3 armored personnel vehicle, 2 artillery system, 14 UAV and 1 vehicles and full tanks. There were no particular big changes at the front. According to the available information in the city of Berislav, here, Kherson region, since October 19 of this year, all bodies of the occupation authorities have ceased their activities. It is also known that collaborators who collaborated with the Russian enemies continue to leave the city, along with their families and property. In the temporarily occupied territory in the Luhansk region, the enemy is taking measures to improve television and radio broadcasting. On October 19 of this year, the Ukrainian Defense Forces fired at the pontoon crossing under the Antonov Bridge in the Kherson region. Aviation of the defense forces carried out 16 strikes during the day, the defeat of 3 strongholds and 10 areas of concentration of weapons and military equipment, as well as reposition of the enemy's anti-aircraft missile system was confirmed. Units of missile troops and artillery hit the control post and the enemy's S-300 anti-aircraft missile complex in a day. And let's talk about the latest news. On Friday, October 21, US Defense Minister Lloyd Austin had a telephone conversation with his Ukrainian colleague Alexei Reznikov. This is stated in a short official statement from the Pentagon published on Friday following the conversation. US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin spoke with Ukrainian Defense Minister Alexei Reznikov to confirm the unwavering commitment of the US to support Ukraine in its resistance to Russian aggression. It is noted that the head of the Pentagon also emphasized the constant support to the international community in building a strong force of Ukraine and preserving Ukraine's ability to defend itself in the future, as evidenced by the commitments on security assistance made by allies and partners at last meeting of Contact Group on Defense of Ukraine October 12. Both ministers promised to maintain close contact in the future. Earlier today, for the second time since the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine, US Defense Minister Lloyd Austin had a conversation with the head of the Russian Defense Minister Shoigu. Recently, the American billionaire Elon Musk voiced his vision of a truce between Ukraine and the Russian Federation, in which he suggested that the Ukrainians give part of the lands to the aggressor. But the only formula for ending the war in Ukraine is to oust Russia from the internationally recognized borders of Ukraine to the occupation of Ukrainian land. This was stated by the President of Poland, Andrzej Duda, in an interview with Rai News. The Polish leader noted that he is thinking about peace in Ukraine as a neighbor who observes the situation directly and has been for many years. He says that Poland could be next if the Ukrainians give in, and they understand it well. There is only one fair solution. Ukraine must return to its internationally recognized borders. Russia violates international law. War crimes are committed in Ukraine. They are committed by Russians. They are related to the murders of civilians, the deliberate bombing of civilian objects, not military ones. They are bombing residential areas. Russian propagandists begin to create information conditioned to justify the loss of Kherson and the complete retreat of the invaders from the right bank of the Dnieper. This is started in a report by analysts of the American Institute for the Study of War. Analysts drew attention to the words of the commander of the Russian Federation forces in Ukraine, Serhiy Surovikin, that the leadership of the aggressor country must make difficult decisions regarding the Kherson region and the evacuation announced by Volodymyr Saldo. Surovikin's and Saldo's statements are probably an attempt to create informational condition for Russians' complete retreat across the Dnipro, which will hand over the city of Kherson and other significant territories of the Kherson region to the Ukrainian defenders, who are conducting counteroffensive actions in the south. Thank you all for your attention. If the video was useful for you, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can support me. Thank you all and see you tomorrow.